Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. This is Wednesday, January 18, 2012. The World Bank is warning that 2 more years of recessions are going to be in store for the Western industrialized economies. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund announced that they're putting together a $1 trillion loan fund to help those countries get out of those recessions. The Concordia, the ship that's beached off of Italy, shifted slightly during the night, causing divers to abandon any rescue efforts. They're still dealing with the pumping out of the 23,000 tons of fuel. The captain is under house arrest. There were a series of dramatic audio recordings released yesterday by the Italian Coast Guard urging the captain to get back to the ship. He refused. Insurance Day's Scott Vincent had a big article today talking about the effect of social media, especially throughout the northern African world, the so-called Arab Spring being in effect. Insurance rates in Damascus for terrorism, for example, have increased at least by 70%, in some places even more. At the center of discussion now is the so-called 72-hour rule, which was put in place after the September 11, 2001 attacks, saying that in one 72-hour period, the events that occurred then would count as a single loss. Well, the Arab Spring lasted considerably longer than 72 hours. Meanwhile, Standard & Poor's rating downgrades of the European countries over the weekend have had a knockdown effect on other European insurers. Now, MAPFRE, Allianz, Caisse Reassurance, Nacional Reseguros SA, and Generali have all been downgraded by 1 notch. Partner Re recorded fourth quarter losses of $150 million, mainly due to catastrophes. Their 9 months for the first 9 months of 2011 losses are now $503 million. They got hit by a $33 million loss from Hurricane Irene. Union Bank of Switzerland closed down its insurance-linked security desk in New York City. The ILS desk had focused on property and casualty. They are keeping their life desk still open. The desk was manned by former Swiss Re executive Al Celius. In Indianapolis last night, the power went out on the south side of town. That includes the Lucas Oil Stadium. It was out for about 30 minutes. The stadium was pitch black. 10,000 customers were also without power. The traffic lights were out. Back on now, not that big a deal, except at 6:18 p.m. on Sunday, February 5th, at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Super Bowl will be played. Thank goodness it didn't happen then. Passengers traveling on British Air Flight 206 from Miami to Heathrow the other night were awakened halfway into their flight by a pre-recorded announcement warning them that they needed to brace for an emergency landing in the Atlantic Ocean. The plane was flying safely at 35,000 feet. British Air quickly came back on the intercom system saying that an error had occurred. It's now developed. The pilot inadvertently turned on the automatic water landing, emergency landing announcement. Thank goodness that hasn't happened on the flight I've been on. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.